Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to do a mini pick-a-pile, 3 cards. There are 3 piles ahead of you. I will go ahead and timestamp them down below. Just intuitively select whichever pile is called to you at this time, okay? Sometimes it helps if you take a hard stare at all the piles at once, close your eyes, and then see all 3 piles, and then try to narrow it down to one. If you end up having more than one pile fight for your attention, you might just have to go ahead and listen to all the piles, okay? In whichever order they show up, okay, for you, okay? So we're going to start by reading Spirit of the Animal Oracle as overall energy, okay? And then we're going to go into a card from Shapeshifters, the Oracle of the Shapeshifters by Lucy Cavendish. And again, also from Foxfire, from Lucy Cavendish as well. These are our second to last newest decks, so we're going to go ahead and work them, okay? So go ahead, I'm going to give you a few minutes to focus on the cards and make your selections. I will timestamp in the description box. All right, for those who chose pile A, your Spirit of the Animal Oracle is the Heron, patience. Create a place in nature's stillness and be renewed. Take time alone to find balance. Step confidently towards your purpose. Patience will bring you rewards. Your card from the Oracle of the Shapeshifters is Kitsune, card number 2. I will show you whom to trust. Let me grab the book, the correct book. About the Kitsune. Kitsune is the Japanese word for a fairy-like fox or spirit being who shapes itself into the form of the fox. Kitsune are, without exception, very intelligent and can bestow great gifts and blessings upon those whom they travel with. You, for example. Kitsune will also help you outwit those who would steal what is rightfully yours, falsely sell you something of no worth, or even try to steal aspects of your own energy, personality, and destiny. The older your Kitsune familiar is, the wiser she will be. The more you can heed her knowledge, and the more you can safely surrender to her leadership for a time. Close your eyes for a moment and see your Kitsune. How many tails does yours possess? The number of tails indicates how many levels of experience your Kitsune has. You will have a series of coincidences in which you stumble upon information that reveals what the best action to take is, whom you can trust in the current situation, and where best to invest your precious energy and efforts. There may be a darting red-gold movement seen from the corner of your eye, or a smile and shining brown eyes glimpse through the window. Japanese themes may make their way into your life for no apparent reason. These are all signs that a Kitsune is here to help you. Kitsunes often assume human form, so if you have a new neighbor with a ginger cat or a golden-colored dog or a red-haired new friend suddenly appears in your life, wonder if he may be your Kitsune at this current time. You will know by the being's strange behavior, sniffing the air, high alertness, startled movements, and sudden action. A Kitsune will ask you lots of personal questions and prod and provoke your boundaries. For this time, this Kitsune is assigned to you, and it's unlikely that it will be for your lifetime. She will be true to you in all ways. Kitsune are often the go-betweens connecting the Great Spirit and those of us here in this realm. They are delightful, evasive, shy, friendly, and full of mischief, and they will protect you by sharing the secrets they overhear with you. So far, you've got yourself patience, right? And taking time to find and be alone with balance. And it sounds like to me the universe may send you some signs and synchronicities in that form. It may not be a literal kitsune unless you really do connect ancestrally with a kitsune of some sort or another, okay? But it may just be like an ancestor sending you signs through that method, okay? Think red or golden, right? And whatever is happening around you may be an indication of what you need to pay attention to. So this is a good practice, okay? Your advice from the Kitsune deck is number 14, Awakening. So this may have something to do with a spiritual upgrade of sorts, okay? Or just some enlightenment of sorts. Sleep no more, soul child. The time for rest is done, and now you are awakened to action by the great golden dragon of the day, ancient friend to the Kitsune. In the realms unseen by most humans, forgotten by nearly all humans, there are great dragons who stand at the edge of the day's birth and death, helping all within the realm to arise and awaken to the blessings of each day. The great golden dragon within this card heralds the awakening of the day, and when this card comes to you, you know you're being called to arise and awaken to a new day within your life. You are called to awaken to your own belief and your own knowledge, to the truth of your own soul. Perhaps because of red-haired Kitsune gave you a little bit of a heads up. Hey, this is it. Let's go. They are mischievous, you know. They do want to go play. All right. You are called to awaken your own belief and your own knowledge to your own truth of your own soul, and to rise up and embrace it all. To know your worth and your beauty, and to shine it through the day before you. Treat this as a new time, even when it contains old stories, as it is still a great and beautiful opportunity to take all that is within you and make the very most of all that is. When this card comes to you, it is a reminder, too, that there are parts of you which are asleep or resting, dormant and underloved, underlived, and they must now be awakened. Think now, Seeker, on the dreams and wishes you sent to sleep over the years. Let them now gently awaken one by one as the days before you unfold, so that they come to life again, not as dreams and ideas any longer, but as events and experiences that become your life. Awaken to your power. Arise like this great dragon of the day, and call out to the world that you are coming into it this day fearlessly, ready to live fully and embrace the adventures of this gift called life. So, after some very careful reflection, you'll have a quote-unquote kitsune come to you and show you a sign and let you know, hey, it's time to come on out and do something. So pay attention to your surroundings when that does happen. Only you will know what it's about, right? Okay, there you go. All right, if you've chosen pile B, excuse me, little burp there. You have Hawk, Messenger. Spirit is sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the signs. Focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. So you may be getting some kind of bird-oriented messenger. Perhaps a bird of prey, because that's what hawks are, okay? Ones that really soar high and have amazing vision. Usually night vision too, okay? I do believe that most hawks do. At least the ones that will be up at night, for sure. I know there's hawks that also hang out during the day as well. Same thing with falcons. Owls typically are not nocturnal. Okay. Your card from the Oracle of the Shapeshifters is Fiona and the Unicorn, the gift of sacred sight, number 29. 29 may be significant to you at this time. All right. That breaks down to an 11 as well. That's a manifestation number. Just scooch these over a bit. All right. About Fiona and the Unicorn. Unicorns help us choose between what is pure and what is polluted. The unicorn's alicorn, a spiral horn holding the divine ratio and perfect proportions within it, connects directly to their third eye. At this time, many messages are being drawn directly to your third eye, and so your clairvoyant capacity is growing and opening. This may sometimes be disturbing for you. You may experience flashes of light at night, as though lightning is striking behind your closed eyelids. You will be able to see the colors and energies around beings, even see who their guides and etheric companions are. The fairy with the unicorn is magical too. She is learning the secrets of speaking with the crystals. While your third eye is opening, it may be helpful to work with a crystal, to work outside with the fairies in their natural habitat, and to experience pure and beautiful visions to balance the other stranger and sometimes harsh images you will see. Take time to see into nature, and this opening will not be traumatic. It may be strange and difficult at times, but it will become natural and pleasurable, and what you see with your spirit eye will be pleasant for you to experience. A great many visions will come to you. Stay hydrated and keep a record of what you see. You may begin to create spirit paintings, capturing these spirit visions with pen, color, and canvas. You are not losing your mind. You have been gifted with sacred sight. Love it. So you may have a third eye opening at this time. That's going to be pretty profound. You may discover some new things that you can do with some of your clairs even, okay? And you also have the hawk there as a messenger for you. So you may be seeing visions of birds as well, not just literally in person. Or it could be a synchronicity for you when you are out in nature, tapping into your third eye and kind of just cleansing it out and working with it and working with nature as well. You may get confirmation with these birds as well, okay? Your guidance from the Foxfire Kitsune is card number 42, which breaks down to a 6. That may be significant to you at this time as well. Shadow Dancer. The Shadow Dancer moves through the forest, finding those who have a strong belief in who they are, how they can change, and who they can become, revealing to them the hidden self they have shunned and avoided. When the Shadow Dancer comes, you will slowly come to illuminate the unknown within, and in this way, the lost and unloved parts of yourself will be able to come home to you, and in time, become a part of you that will offer you so much richness and creativity. This mysterious being brings to you the blessing that so many of us refuse in this lifetime, the opportunity to work with their shadow. So you may actually have some third eye activation with regard to shadow work at this time, and creativity is mentioned twice now, so that would be a good way to channel it in some way. Doesn't have to be journaled or written. It could be artistic as well. There's many different ways to channel it, okay? As long as you keep a record of it in some form or fashion, right? So many flee from her wisdom, the shadow, but those who stay to find many blessings more than if they practice avoidance. To dance with the shadow, to know the shadow, is a great challenge. It is not as simple as acknowledging our less than pleasant qualities. It is to acknowledge that within us there is so much that we're unaware of, and that in order to come to know the shadow self, we must become humble and feel our way into our own deeper self. In this way, our own tendencies become illuminated over time and with patient, steady work. This work takes deep self-love, compassion, and often self-care. It can be troubling and can raise shame, guilt, and fear as we begin to know what we have previously been unable to see. This is a process of seeing the unknown that lies within our own souls. This is not a process of self-condemnation, but one of self-discovery and deep self-love. When this card comes to you, prepare to dance with the shadow, to discover the hidden self within, who is so very different from the self you have created over time. This shadow self will be a great teacher and will come to you in moments that can shake our foundations. But when we dance with the shadow, we can become closer to the whole than we once were. But in order to do so, we must be prepared to explore the strangest, wildest, most avoided aspects of ourselves. In this way, though, we become travelers of the soul, stronger, authentic, with a wisdom that is born out of knowing thyself. When you work with the shadow dancer's undertaking, for it's never truly finished, you will be more whole with a truer sense of who you are here to be. Oftentimes, What that really is just uncovering all that gunk in our subconscious, right? There's hidden gems under there that we've just had tucked away forever and ever that our higher self has just thrown in there in hopes that we'll discover it or take opportunities that they provide, using our free will and choices, right? But sometimes we miss stuff because, we're not seeing it. We're not using our third eye. We haven't been communicating with our higher selves this whole time. But now you have an opportunity to do that. And working with your shadow self, you get to clear out some of that subconscious gunk. I kind of like to look at our subconscious as like, let's say you buy a house and there's one room in it that comes with a bunch of stuff, right? That came from the previous owners, right? And let's say the previous owners is your higher self from previous lifetimes, right? And there's just stuff tucked away in drawers and things, but you don't see it because all the doors are closed, right? Over time, our egos dump more things into that room. It becomes a catch-all. And then when you have an awakening, you realize you need to clean out this room. It's getting a hoard. But as you uncover those doors and you open up the doors, you discover these little treasures that are beyond it that you didn't know were there before. And it could be little puzzle pieces of past life stuff that might actually be useful in this lifetime for you. Even if it's something as minute as, I don't know, learning a new spiritual meditation practice from a culture where you once were a guru or a monk or something in a past life, right? Some skill set, some new thing that you can do that is attributed to maybe your psychic abilities or something. So, working with your shadow is important. You want to clear out that subconscious clutter, right? And it's going to be hard because there's a lot in there over time. The older we get, the more we put in there, right? So it's going to be a little bit of work. But if you tap into your third eye, you'll know exactly which ones to work on first, which ones you're ready for. And the more you clear out, the stronger you get, the more you heal, the higher your light gets. And then before you know it, you can handle heavier stuff pretty easily. Whereas before you had a harder time with it because you hadn't been working with as much light. And once you heal, you get more light. So the heavier stuff gets lighter in a sense. It seems lighter because you can see through the illusions of it much easier. So hopefully that helps you at this time. Go out into nature. Nature is very grounding. You'll get some messages from a hawk or other bird of prey, okay? Kind of indicating what to focus on and where to go. You're going to be guided through it as well, okay? There you go, Pile B. Hopefully that helps. All right, Pile C. Your Spirit of the Animal Oracle card is the Wolf Pathfinder. See if I can get it. There we go. Release your past and start a new journey. You're a teacher and help others find their way. There will be challenges, but your soul is strong. Perseverance is your secret power. You have a love that endures. I love the expression of those eyes. It's almost like, you got this, right? Don't give up. You're a wolf. Start being like one. Oh, that wolf's eyes are gorgeous. They're golden. All right. Your Oracle of the Shapeshifters card is a beautiful little worm. Take care of yourself. Card number 17. Get some fuzziness there. There we go. That's much better. 17 may be significant to you at this time. It breaks down to 8, which is an abundance number. About a beautiful little worm. This beautiful little worm may seem very humble and unimportant, but he can teach you about caring for that which seems insignificant or a little strange, yet so very lovable. Many people find you strange, and you often think that no one cares, but you are important. And there are people who love you very much. This creature will give to you genuine care. He will encourage you to rest, to exercise regularly, gently, to be very kind to yourself, to check on your resources and know what you have and where you may need to build up supplies. And he will help you organize your space at home so all is not as a frantic blur of homework and assignments and the pressure of keeping up. And you will have somewhere to escape and relax. There you can have your own rose, your own space, away from the stresses and demands of school, parents, and even close friends. So it's kind of like you're tapping into your inner child here, right? Just think of it as in adult terms, instead of school, parents, and even close friends. Work, home, social life, drama. Okay. And instead of homework and assignments, it'd be like chores and errands and taxes. Okay. This creature may be vulnerable, but like you, worms are intelligent, alert, and very able. Most of all, they are loved and they are important. At this time, you will be helped by having a safe place to be, and you'll feel still calm and quiet. Even those around you are going a little crazy, won't bother you. Okay. So maybe at this time, you might also need to tap into a little inner childhood fun for yourself, because that's the vibe I'm getting with this. In our crazy hustle and bustle, sometimes it has got to schedule a little 5 minutes of playtime, right? Just to feel somewhat back down to earth again. All right. This is a time for restoration, and you must slow down, wrap yourself in a metaphorical cuddly blanket, and drift just for a time. You may experience some sniffles, aches and pains, colds and flus, so it's time to take shelter from parties and lots of people, no matter how much they love you. It is now time for you to experience the solace that you wish for, to take very good care of your beautiful self, to slow down, and to heal in a safe environment you give to yourself, like your playroom, if you have one. Make one. Make a play space as well as a meditative space, a you space. There you go. It is time to remember how loved you are, and that there are people and beings, including magical beings, who truly watch over you and care. You could spend time redecorating your room, moving some furniture, rearranging your desk, or even organizing all your files online. There will be someone you can trust nearby who will look after you, so you can relax and dedicate this time to yourself and to your cocoon. Remember to treat yourself with love and tender compassion, and others will follow. Before long, thanks to the comfort you've given yourself and the time out, your energy will resurge again, vital, flowing, bright, and quick after this time of gentle sleep and rest. Okay. And then you have card number 25, which breaks down to a 7 from the Kitsune Oracle. Make a wish. Now is the time to stop all you're doing and take a moment to deeply, creatively, fervently imagine what it is you would most like to bring to life in your world. Thus, starting a new journey, right? Having something brand new to work on after a renewed sense of vitality, okay? Neat. All right. Dare to dream and to wish and to know what it is you want. For if you do not define it for yourself, dear one, you can be sure that you will be as a leaf in a stream, and you will be taken in the direction and towards the outcomes that others decide for you. Now is the time to take your own destiny back into your own hands and make a wish, just as you did when you believed, when you were a child, before the world of adults and their jaded practicality made you shrink into yourself, only asking for a little in order to avoid disappointment. This dragon friend of the Kitsune has opened the gates for you now, friend, and in this moment, this dragon invites you to make a wish, to be daring in your wish, to go back into the true heart of yourself and peel back the layers until you find the dream that your most authentic self has kept alive for you, and bring it forth now. Do not diminish yourself, dear one, for there are 1,000 others in the world who will line up to stunt your passions. Be your own hero. Perseverance is your secret power, right? Okay. To go back into the true heart of yourself and peel back the layers until you find the dream that your most authentic self has kept bring alive. Do not diminish yourself. Be your own hero. Stand beside yourself and make a wish now. In this moment, for this cosmic gateway will not stay open forever. And be, dear one, as the grail, turned upwards, ready to receive. For even the most holy of vessels cannot hold blessings unless it is upright. Be receptive and believe in your own good fortune and this moment of blessing, and do not delay in sending your wish forth into the golden heart of the great and mysterious universe, who in this moment is allied with your energy. I love it. This is totally I love these types of polls because they're very awe-inspiring. Just when you feel low, you need a little, cheerleader boost from the universe, and you've got this wolf here, egg and yawn. Manifest whatever you want, okay? Be sure to take care of yourself and figure out what that is. Get your little cocoon going to figure it out if you have to, okay? But you're strong. You just might need to recharge your batteries a little bit and refocus on what you want to manifest, right? Now's a good time for it. All right, there you go. Have a good one. Bye.